Welcome to the Wisdom Across Ages. Oh my God, it's a weekend. Just want to take a breath and just relax. Yeah, I've got two hands and I've got water here. It's great to be able to use both hands, and I've got my green tea. You never know when you need it. You see, this morning I was having normally on weekends. My wife, we're so busy. Um, She works with one of the top, is it governmental department in Canada? And she's probably moving to another department now. I'm just so grateful to have amazing stuff. So we're just having a chat this morning, and she telling me about, so we try and I have my coffee then, and so we're talking about cultural, intelligence and all that, particularly in CRA and the governmental department. It's just interesting that there's a lot of ignorance around, People don't understand that we are cut from the same cloth, right? And I find that really interesting that people were supposed to know what they should know, better really, but they're not that informed. And I told her it's just about ignorance, right? She's doing a lot of heavy lifting. She's a great woman. But there's going to be politics everywhere, even where I come from, right? In Nigeria or Lagos. And Britain too, right? In the trenches. So we are all work in progress. They're no perfect society, but we are blessed to be here. See our two kids. They're doing amazing, Josh and Annie. So she told me a story. Let me share it quickly before we get into why we're here, right? So it's about, they tell a story. I think it's in the Bible literature. Don't be offended. I'm not putting my faith in you. About a prodigal son, and the Bible. I can't remember the chapter, or whatever. Really, you can Google it yourself. So I think the moral of the story is, so they put out verse or whatever passage to different people with different mindset and cultural background. So for example, they put it to a Russian pastor or theologian, right? Secondly, they put it to an African Tanzania pastor, and thirdly, they put it to a North American. And you can see that they had different worldview. Culture is just so important. So when we're dealing with people, you think we're their bias. It's just their mindset. It's their worldview. It's just ignorance, right? It's not because they're racist. They're not. So one of the things that were like the Russian pastor or theologian saw that, okay, why did this? Nobody helped this, this prodigal son. But then he said, oh, it was the famine. That's the Russian mindset. Again, I don't know. I mean, I'm not pro-Russian or pro-Ukraine, whatever, but that's the mindset. Then secondly, they put it to the African Tanzanian pastor. And I mean, I grew up in Lagos in Nigeria, in Ife, I went to Enugu. It's more of a communal mindset. I know that's changing now. Because communal. They want you to sacrifice yourself for other people, even when people are irresponsible. So he said, oh, the community didn't help this young man. Okay, and I found that really interesting, and I can relate to that in my own life. And the third one, my wife said, oh, listen. The third one is the American. Okay, and the American, I think either Canadian or North American, not obviously South American. It's because the prodigal son was irresponsible. But then if you look at the passage, you can see that if you have a worldview mindset, you can see that all those mindset were mentioned in the Bible. There was a famine, right? The young man was very responsible. He wasn't managing his talent. And thirdly, the community failed to support him until he came to his senses, right? And most of us are like prodigal sons and daughters. Okay, so that's just what I'm learning now. You see now? I'm blessed to have, three incredible people in my life, and they're my greatest teachers, right? So let's get into why we're here. So Proverbs 6, okay, quickly. Oh, this one is interesting. So, oh my God, oh, my show note. Oh, okay, so give me a second. So if you hear any voices, my wife, she's upstairs, doing some meetings as well. So verse 1, people make plans in their heart, but only the Lord can make those plans come true. Again, it depends. I mean, my personal faith, I try to, sometimes I struggle with that. And I know if an atheist, you don't even know what that means, right? Uh, so you say a person may believe he's doing right, but the Lord will judge his reasons. And thirdly, depend on the Lord in whatever you do, then your plans will succeed. So very interestingly, I'm very active on social media, not because I don't have to, it's part of my job, as an educator and as somebody who's pushing the boundaries of wellness to have conversation with a lot of people out there, a lot of interesting people. So there was somebody, I can't remember, one of the I think schools maybe in Britain was talking about. She's a top professor. She was talking about misinformation and all. And I think I did see a point, and I said, all right, in this 21st century, there's a lot of noises out there. The only thing is wisdom, and that's why I put this before myself in the morning, before I reach the crossroad, and as well I put it before Annie and Josh. That's my responsibility, one of the major. Before they disappear to college, right? When they're in college, they start taking ownership. Okay, if you read it or not, that's now my problem, right? But then my phone is gonna be, they can call me anytime because this parenting never stop, right? Okay, let's have this one interesting one. It says, 32. Patience is better than strength. Controlling your temper is better than capturing a city. I'm going to repeat that for myself. Patience is better than strength. Controlling your temper is better than capturing a city. And I tell Josh that. Josh is very passionate. He's very strong-willed as well. I'm not sure where he got that from. Maybe it's from his African ancestry. But I mean, it's only 12 years. It took me 50 years to be patient with myself and other people. It's interesting to I could shoot that all day when somebody's frustrating me, when there's a lot of resistance in the trenches. I just take a breath, I just say, okay, yeah. I try to remember what Marcus Aurelius said. It said, I had to go and have a look at Daily Stoic, or you could Google it online. Now every day you're gonna meet a lot of different people, ignorant people, people that they're ungrateful, or the all sort of people you're gonna meet them. But this great man said, but then you just have to. We're cut from the same cloth. You have to be patient with people, and to have shared understanding and empathy, and I just allow them to live their own lives. Right? I'm not Marcus Aurelius. I'm always drinking from the well of wisdom. So let's get into okay. Let me know which of these proverbs you're showing. It doesn't have to be Bible literature. It could be Hindu. It could be Shakespeare. It could be whatever you're showing. Let me know. And it was Yoruba, it was Igbo, it was Hausa. Let me know. And my British colleagues, whatever you're showing, okay, or you're marinating on, or you're thinking upon, or pondering, is a pondering, or cogita. It's a cogito. Okay, so let's do this. Sapienta victor modium applicitudo. The wise embrace a moderate diet. That's for me today. I'm a consultant coach in wellness. I help people. I know people don't want to pay, but they want free. But I'm setting boundaries. If you want good stuff, you have to pay, right? Right? I'm not Canadian public health, am I? They've got their own budget. Okay, so think about that. One of the things I do on Friday, is I don't even fast these days. I don't do all this stuff again. I did some of them in the trenches. But what I do now is get restricted, time restricted feeding. And for yesterday, I had fun with my two kids. We had pizza, we had cake, we had ice cream. I'm 50, right? Yeah, I'm probably living my best life. Okay, so the question is, what small adjustment can you make to your diet to feel healthier? Okay, so I'm not really going for extremes. I'm just having fun, right? I don't want to be miserable even if I reach 100, right? Okay, the last but not the least is the question. We only have 30 seconds, okay? Knowledge and truth. These are deep questions, not for the faintest of the heart. So do abstract concepts like numbers and mood exist independently of human mind? I probably don't have a clue. And I'll give that a pass today. So if you're a scholar, if you're one of those Ivy League schools in North America, or perhaps in Cambridge, in Oxford, we're in Russia, in Ukraine, Europe, let me know. I'll put the question in the show note. I'm sure there's somebody smarter than me that can answer that question more eloquently. Okay. What about Kachifonu? Au revoir. What else? Salam alaikum. Okay, right. So, Benedice, I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. If not, I'll see you on Monday. Bye.